Hi friends, it is Monday, October. I should really write this stuff down before I get on here because some days I just can't remember. I think we're Monday, October 24th, and this is your nightly update on Robert Jones and his family. I've been trying to do nightly updates since Robert has been in jail. We're counting down his sentence. He was sentenced to 180 days, 6 months in jail for banging on a bucket. Robert has been very active politically in the state of Idaho for several years, specifically against, specifically against CPS. I have been working since 9 o'clock this morning, and I have hundreds of messages right now on my phone. And a lot of them are group messages, but the reason there's hundreds of messages is because CPS is, they're going full force, and they are trying to take away babies, and the groups are really coming together to try and stand with these families. And I can't read through all the messages. I just can't. There's no physical way for me to read through and know about each and every CPS case that's going on right now in the state of Idaho. And I hate to say that, like, one's gaining more traction than another one, because they're all important. All these babies should be with their moms. The ones that I've read are, it's abuse of power by the state. And this is what Robert has dedicated his time to and his life to. In one of my previous videos, I referenced back to a video that Robert did. I think it was in 2016 or 2017. And it was just who he was. And it was just an introduction of himself to the world. And it was a really good video because it explained why he chose to fight CPS. And while he's in jail, we have a lot of people that are rallying around him and his family. And they're continuing on his monthly protests at CPS. And that's super important because that's something that was important to him. And he's been trying to raise awareness to what's going on. But what I'm seeing right now is what is happening in all these chat rooms and messages is that we have families reaching out for help. And Robert would be helping. He would be there. He would be interviewing each and every family. And he would be giving them every pointer all along the way that he could do. And one thing that I observed in one of the chats earlier today, if you're familiar with any of the organizations that we're involved with, we have some processes, and some of those processes help keep us organized. And those processes, people are skipping steps. And in order for us to be effective and to help people, there are organizations and groups that have been doing this for quite some time that have experience, and we have to follow the steps to be effective. We really have to keep kind of going back to the basics and square one of, okay, who got injured here? And just kind of the basics of who was injured, who injured them, you know, what happened, starting at square one, so that we can have kind of a baseline of where we're at and actually help these families. And so I applaud everybody that has been able to take time out of their day and has been trying to help these moms in the past couple weeks. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing being able to jump on my lunch break and take a look at a video my dear friend Rochelle is doing up in North Idaho as they are protesting. I'm terrible at this, guys. I think it's Baby Lily up north. And it's amazing the reach that we are getting and the reach that we are able to have now with the network getting as big as it is, and with social media, and with everybody coming together and working in coordination with the other groups to see what they're doing. And we're finding a lot of similarities, which is kind of terrifying if you think about it, that we are finding some common denominators between some of these cases, and we really have to double down and be strong. And right now, Robert would be involved with every single one of these cases if he had the ability to, and if he had the time to, and he would be helping in every way that he could. And I just kind of look at everything that's happening and the timing of him being stuck in jail. I think maybe there might be some coincidences with the impact that he had with the baby Cyrus case. And then him kind of being taken off the chessboard for 6 months. The baby Cyrus case made national headlines. National headlines, and I mean, in that case, the parents, I can't use the term won, okay? It's their baby. They shouldn't have to fight the government to get their child back. So while, I mean, and even with that, it's not over. I mean, Marissa still has court. That mom who got her baby back, and the Department of Health and Welfare basically just said, well, yeah, we're going to drop this because there's really not any imminent danger for this baby. She's still facing charges for resisting and obstructing a police officer when she refused to hand over her baby when an officer said, give me your baby and you can be on your merry way. And everybody needs to really be thinking about this right now, because Thursday is this last Thursday. If you're not paying attention, CDC did add in the COVID jab to the childhood immunization schedule. That has not been adopted yet in Idaho, but that will go before the legislature in January. And the vaccine schedule and the vaccines and parents' rights are a totally different topic, and I could go on all night about that. But the things that these children are being taken from their parents over are it's scary, because it could be anybody. Anybody could be next. If you take your baby to the hospital and you miss a follow-up appointment, they could call CPS on you, and then next thing you know, you're surrounded by 13 cop cars in a gas station parking lot, and they're ripping your baby out of your arms in an ambulance. I mean, that's the Idaho that we're living in right now. So, if you don't know about that story, please Google it. Baby Cyrus. There is video footage of every second of that. They have the police body cams online. They have the mom who was holding a phone in her hand. And that's the Idaho that we're living in. And we can't accept this as the new normal. So everybody that's jumping in and learning all about the court system and trying to help others, thank you. If you're new to the network, I'll have somebody drop the link in the comments and join us. I think we're filing down and narrowing down the most effective way to help people with CPS issues, even with Robert's absence. So stay tuned for that, because we're gonna keep going. And oh, I didn't even write notes tonight, guys, so I hope I didn't ramble too much. Hi, daughter.
Hi, Mom's Update, people. I don't know who watches that. I'm pretty sure Dana watches it, right?
Yep.
Hi,
does.
Dana.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, so she sidetracked me. Update on the family. I haven't talked to Melanie in 2 days, and I hope she's doing okay. I know that they are getting firewood delivered this week. If you are in the Nampa area and would like to go help stack wood, please drop it in the comments. We can get it stacked pretty quick. It doesn't take many men or many moms and kids to get a bundle of wood stacked. And there is a new Give, Send, Go link down in the comments. There are some additional needs for the family. If you could spare an extra $10, if you could spare an extra $5, every penny helps right now. And if you can't spare any time, remember there's more than one way you can give. You can give with your time, you can give with your talent, or you can give with your checkbook. So pick away, guys. Get in the fight. This is not over, and it's not going to get any easier anytime soon. And Robert would like some letters. So if you have a few moments, please jot him a quick note, a note of encouragement. Maybe ask him a question. He's helping people inside, and every phone call that he makes, I know, is filled with questions about a CPS case, or somebody else here on the outside that needs help too. So he's incarcerated. He's eating really shitty. He could use some prayers, because he's like, the guy's eating poison all day long. He's eating ramen noodles and other packaged crap. But he's not smoking. So good job, Robert. So that's all I got for you tonight. Stay organized, friends. Don't give up the fight. And don't underestimate the power of one. He stood alone for years. And he gained a lot of experience. And now he's got all this experience and he's stuck in jail and can't use it. So, make some friends and write Robert a letter. Have a good night, guys.